out my IFB right now, you guys. I just want them to be aware. Okay. So, obviously, whatever. Do you want me to? Are you okay? Okay. So, if you could, Captain Ben Allen, just tell us exactly what happened here last night, early this morning, over near the UWGB campus.
Sure. So it was about 12:30 last night. We received a call through dispatch that there was a suspicious situation going on right on the border of the campus and the city property. Police officers responded, found a small fire, extinguished that fire, and then the investigation started continuing from there. What we located was a suspicious death situation. So we were investigating along with UWGB Police and the Brown County Medical Examiner's Office.
Where exactly? I know we're told there are about like 5 miles of trails in the Arboretum. Where exactly did this happen?
So where it happened, we're not quite sure yet. Where we located the fire and the suspicious death was just on the entrance of the trail system.
Now, we're saying the public is not in danger. Do you think this is like an isolated incident? Is there someone out there that has ill intentions, or what's going on with that?
Sure, obviously there were some ill intentions brought from what we can tell at this point. We think it was an isolated incident. Typically, that's the nature of these situations that we have found through investigations in the past. We don't think that the public is in any immediate danger, but certainly a disturbing situation.
Who did you have to have brought in to help with the investigation?
So we called in our detective division to investigate the incident, along with our forensic staff, working with UWGB Police and the Brown County Medical Examiners as well. I believe Brown County Sheriff's Office responded initially, just because of the location of the incident.
And it's almost like a team effort. You know, you almost have more resources than campus police to help with this investigation.
Absolutely. UWGB Police is a great department and a great partner for us, and we work well together, so it's just splitting up resources between the two.
Closing off the area, a lot of people around here were like, oh, I'd love to walk back there, I'd love to go back there. They haven't seen something like this in the area before, where portions of roads were closed off and they weren't allowed on the trails. I mean, something like this, does it shock to see an incident on the trails like this?
Absolutely. It's an area that's pretty isolated, obviously a neighborhood area, so for us to discover this here was a bit of a shock.
What do you have to say to people who are living in homes nearby, maybe have kids? Are they worried?
They absolutely shouldn't be. We know someone came here, did this and left the area. So we know that based on the investigation at this point, there's no immediate danger to the neighborhood here or the community as a whole. Where
do you go from here?
It's going to be a long investigation, working with the medical examiner's office and going through that process. We are following up on some leads already through information that was obtained to this point in the investigation, but it'll be a long, intensive investigation.
Okay, so I know you said that a body was found. How are you all classifying that? Is this like a homicide investigation?
Suspicious at this point. Very early on in the investigation, the medical examiner's office from Madison responded and got here about an hour ago. Our Brown County medical examiner's office was here immediately. So the pathologist is doing her scene investigation at this point. So it's relatively early on, yeah.
And when you all received the call earlier, it was in regards to the fire, not necessarily the body being found?
Yes.
So once you all got to the fire, you all were able to find the body?
Yes.
Okay, and then of course a follow-up question would be, has the family been contacted? Will we get a name released as to who the victim is?
We're not quite to that point yet. It is very early on in the investigation. Working with the medical examiner's office for identification takes some time. So it'll be a bit yet for that.
Can you say if it was a man or a woman?
Not yet.
Okay. Trails, will they, be open for people? With it being about 5 miles, is there any area you don't want people to be on?
Sure, I guess this would be the east side of the trail system. Northeast section is obviously closed. There's a big section of the trail that's open on the other side of campus, but this section will be closed for some time. As soon as we release the scene, it'll be turned back over.
So we can say you're investigating a suspicious death?
Yes.
And I know you guys said you're going to be working with this for some time, but is this fair to say this will be closed for the remainder, this road will be closed for the remainder of the day? Or do you guys kind of have a timeline on that?
Not really yet, but we're pretty far into the scene investigation. So as soon as a medical examiner and a pathologist finish their investigation, we'll probably be able to release it in the next 3 to 4 hours.
Now, I know you said you're following some leads. Can we say you're looking for a suspects, or a person of interest?
Right,
or-
we have nothing of that yet.
Okay, just a
based on
suspicious step.
right, just based on some of the information that was gathered from the initial caller and from some of the neighbors and businesses in the area. We have some leads that we're following.
But no one is in any danger of isolated incident. You can't exactly say what this. It's just a suspicious death. I just
Right,
want to
it's-
confirm that, just kind of. with the
Sure.
leads.
Obviously, something horrible happened here, so it's always difficult to say there is no danger because obviously something happened. We don't believe anyone's in immediate danger related specifically to this incident, but certainly some concern for us as we investigate this.
All right.
Anything else you would like to add?
Oh, yeah.
No, thanks for waiting.
Okay. Thanks for your time.
All
We
right.
really
Thank you.
appreciate it.